Smackdown, Smackdown, Smackdown. What do I got to say about tonight's show, huh? What is there to say as there's what? We still like, what, 2 weeks away from SummerSlam, I should say? And what was used to build anything tonight? Which, I'm going to go on a limb and say a lot of it wasn't really bad. I will say that. Some strange stuff going on in this show, but not bad. As you can see, I am still in the mask. My mouth hurts. Like I said, due to still being a dentist. Pain pills, and I don't really want to let a lot of air into it. So, that's why. But with Memphis tonight, a lot of things were going on. AJ versus Kofi Kingston, the main event. Champion versus champion, which all these, both factions got all the belts right now. They got a lot of gold on them. And the King's Court with Trish Stratus. But before we kicked off the show, Shane McMahon was pretty much had a video which looked like he kind of took from his cell phone. Almost like it was from an airport or something. Somehow he would not be on SmackDown tonight, and he knows that the fans wanted to see him, but he blamed it on the attacks from Kevin Owens for the past few weeks, and that his life coach wanted him to sit out and get his emotions in check before SummerSlam in the next 2 weeks. So he's going to get his aura and his glow that makes him feel good and prove why he is the best in the world. And that Owens in 2 weeks, he will be forced to look at him when he loses and say that he is the better man and he quit. So we didn't really get any Shane McMahon tonight other than just this little video package that was, well, not video package, but this video that was sent from him to kick off the show. But Kevin Owens came out then. He pretty much was sarcastic. Don't panic, people. Shane McMahon's not here tonight. We're all going to get through this together. He kind of faked some tears. And we're going to move on together. But tonight, SmackDown could be about wrestling, he said. Instead of his stupid face, Owens pretty much said that Shane, might be at peace for whatever life coach is telling him or the crap that's spewing to him. But he's going to beat the hell out of him very badly at SummerSlam. That, he does not belong, and in a ring with people like him, pretty much. And Kevin Owens pretty much went on to say that you cannot stop him from showing up because his name and everything. And he said that Shane McMahon does not belong in this ring because this isn't his show. This is the Kevin Owens show. Drew McIntyre came out then, pretty much told Kevin Owens, you talk too much. And, you got to have a match later. Alright? And, that's going to be against, which he pretty much hit him with the microphone in. And then threw Owens to the floor and across the post and over the announce table. Pretty much says, yeah, it's me. And that match is going to be right now. So, a good promo from Kevin Owens talking about Shane McMahon. I thought it was really funny how he kind of faked the whole tears thing. And, this pretty much ended up with him and Drew McIntyre, which I thought this was a really good match. Good quality TV match. I thought it was a great way to kick off the show. I know people, some say Drew could have used the win, even though the guy's just mostly a stooge right now for Shane McMahon and everything. But I thought this was a good match with him and Owens. I thought it was some good action. I did like that cannonball he did on Drew. It looked pretty brutal, even once they got to the outside on the announce table. Owens hit a Stone Cold Stunner on him, threw him back into the ring, hit him with a super kick. I think that was before he was super kicked in a pop-up powerbomb. But when they were on the outside, like I said, Stone Cold Stunner, he threw him back in, hit him with one more super kick, and then another stunner for the win. So I thought this was a pretty good match. I enjoyed it. Next thing, you got Dolph Ziggler and another one of these odd promos again. First off, I don't give really a crap about this match between him and Miz at SummerSlam they just announced tonight. If this was like 2-3 years ago for the Intercontinental Championship when that feud was great, yeah. But now, I can't even tell who Ziggler's going against because, okay, he talked about Shawn Michaels at one point. And then once again, we got to bring back up Goldberg. Like, Shawn Michaels had a horrible match with Goldberg. Let's hope we never see Goldberg again. Like I said last night, I don't understand where this Goldberg thing is going unless he's really going to have a match. Or maybe just some bait and switch thing to put him against Shawn Michaels or Goldberg. I don't know, because come on, the guy came out and did an HBK impression last week, and he mentions him and Goldberg all the time, because he talked about the Miz and talked about Balor tonight and Seth and the OC, that he is the main event, he's the best damn thing going today. So it's like Ziggler was just saying anything out there to be saying anything, and I just wonder where this is going. I don't even know anymore, because I don't care about this match at SummerSlam with the Miz. Like I said, this mostly feels like, and I know Shawn wasn't going to wrestle anyways, but, they bring back the whole crown jewel thing, which, you don't mention by name, but how, Shawn Michaels had this horrible match, and it's not as horrible as Goldberg. Just hope we never see him in the ring again. Like I said last night in the Raw review, I don't know if this is some inside joke to Barry Goldberg and that, or, like I said, unless he's really going to face him in SummerSlam and Goldberg just happens to pop up, then maybe that's the case, or Shawn Michaels, or wherever this thing. But I'm not really interested in this match with the Miz, to be honest. I just look at two guys that don't really got a lot going on. I still think last week's segment was good. At least it added something into it, but it's just Ziggler running his mouth all over the place again. Ember Moon was, I guess, pretty much stretching as Bayley came in, said she didn't forget about the eclipse last week, and that, she wouldn't be in a position for a title match if she had chosen to do that. But Bayley said, we're going to do this tag match tonight, and she said, don't let me pull off something that she's going to regret then. Aleister Black, back in the dark room again, talked about how, he beat Cesaro and everything, and what is his next thing. Who is going to pick a fight with him next, okay? Because who is going to help write his next chapter? He asked someone to pick a fight with him, and Cesaro did that. But who is going to be the next man? Why is he going back to sitting in the dark rooms again, picking a fight? Can we kind of move past this and get somewhere else? We waited forever for him to get one challenge to begin with. How long is it going to take till someone knocks on his door again to give Aleister Black another challenge? I don't know, but maybe we'll find out and see. Ember Moon and Bayley went against Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. God, why are they in this match? We saw enough of Bliss last night. Honestly, a lot of this match was through the commercial. It just kind of ended up with, Ember taking down Nikki and Alexa. She hit the Eclipse on Nikki Cross, but Alexa Bliss pretty much threw in the turnbuckle and hit her with a Twisted Bliss for the win. Why is the challenger at SummerSlam losing to a person that barely even finished a match last night? Honestly, why is Ember Moon losing anything, or even Bayley? I know Bayley wasn't pinned, but why are any of them losing anything before 2 weeks till SummerSlam? It's like they had to give Bliss a win just because of last night. Like, oh, no. Oh, let's have her fake an injury and everything with Becky and stuff. But, hey, let's have her get someone. You couldn't find any other women they could have faced something? Moon and Bayley just to beat. They could have just beaten, Deville and Rose right there. I could have been fine with that. But then pretty much after that, Bayley tried to help Ember up, but she hit her with a belly after what happened last week with that Eclipse. So, that was the thing with that. But I just had no point why. It's like they had to give Alexa Bliss a win. Like I said, this company thinks she's the shits. So I don't, come on, it's not really much more I need to go into shit on her. So there you go on that. But pretty much then after that match, Sami Zayn was in the back. I guess he was going to challenge Aleister Black. He said Black doesn't seem looking for a fight. He looks like a guy crying for help. He claimed that he's under a lot of pressure and he could never live up to the hype. But he said he was going to put an end to his misery at SummerSlam. So at least now he does have a challenge. Now, Aleister Black and Sami Zayn match looks good on paper. And I think it would be really good. But it's hard to take this match seriously if Sammy is losing, which, like I said before, this man has not won a match since he ever came back the night after WrestleMania. And come on, after what I saw last night, what was he pinned by Rey Mysterio? What, 10, 15 seconds? So they pretty much already treat Sami Zayn like a jobber as it is already on here. So what makes me believe he is now going to beat Aleister Black? Because if the match does happen, well, it's going to happen at SummerSlam, but the only thing in my mind right now, it's not even going to be a full-length match. it's going to be Sami Zayn walks up, Aleister Black, Black Mask, it's over. Unless it's a good match, then hey, then we'll see something good. But you know Black is going to win this match, okay? Like I said before, Sami Zayn doesn't win anything. Come on, why was he even contendership for a U.S. title match last night when the guy doesn't win anything? So, what makes me think he's going to defeat Aleister Black? Think about that. We know who's going to win, so there you go on that. Daniel Bryan was going to do an interview, I guess, about his altering career change, which he didn't say anything and he walked off. We then went to Jerry Lawler. Since this is Memphis, you got a big ovation for the King's Court. That throne looked really bad, though. He welcomed Trish Stratus back. Trish looked amazing, okay? Trish looked great. And I kind of already figured why she was here then, because at first I said last night, all right, it's good to see Trish, but then, then when I heard about the rumors on the internet, then I figured where this was going to go. Trish, said she was happy to be back, and he talked about her Instagram, about her on vacation. I don't know what's so good about it, but maybe I need to check it out myself since everyone's talking about it, and Corey Graves was going nuts of it. But she was on vacation. That's why she was not there for the Raw reunion show. And Lawler talked about how, the legends were at the end of the show, and that was magical, and they wish they still, could have one last match, even though some of those guys in the ring are currently wrestling somewhere else, or they look like they could go right now. I'm not going to say who's named who, because it's a lot to say from, but Lawler pretty much said that if Trish could have one more match, and she said that WWE's in her blood, and she's always had that itch, but she's a mom now, and she was focused on that life now. Next thing you know, Charlotte comes out and pretty much complain that, the Queen has nothing for SummerSlam right now. And talked about Trish, like, you want to come out here and, oh, I'm this and everything, and you're using the mom excuse. It's just, I have a mom, he has a mom, she has a mom, and I thought it was funny, he told Lawler to, you hold the ropes open. And then they started chanting his name then. And he says, how about this? I challenge you to a match in front of your children in Toronto. Trish didn't say nothing at first, but Charlotte, of course, she's got to raise her voice in these promos to be louder, as some would say, saying that you can't hang with the queen, because I'm not a model that shaked, her assets, which we're going to go for the attitude there and stuff. I am one of the women that's changing this industry right now. Charlotte pretty much said, why don't you go to your minivan and go back to changing diapers? But Trish says, I respect you as a performer, but you're just being a bitch right now. And you know what? Listen, you wouldn't have a trail to blaze if it wasn't for me, Jacqueline, Lita, Beth Phoenix. You'd be nowhere. And she says, you know what? You want to beat a woman? You got to beat the woman. Challenge accepted. Now, I will say this. I already heard it was going to be Trish and Charlotte. Now I feel like this is kind of rushed now, because you only have 2 weeks build, and we're going about this. I thought Trish had a good reaction out there, and I don't think this match is going to be bad or anything. But we already know they're most likely gonna have Trish put over Charlotte. Give her. We gotta add something more to her accomplishments, because they really don't got nothing for Charlotte right now, and it's not like they're gonna put her in a title match. They want to wait for that 10th title reign. Or is she already at 10, or is she at 9? Yeah, I think they wait for that 10th title reign, so I think this is the only way now. Now, I know people say there was going to be, Charlotte versus Sasha, but I guess that's not happening, so it's going to be Charlotte and Trish Stratus. I'm not mad. I think it could be a good match or anything, but I do feel like this is rushed just 2 weeks before, and people on the internet were already talking about it. And, people look at this. This is just to give Charlotte another notch, another edge, just push her a little bit more. If you can't put the title on her, let's have her be the legend. That's going to be the case from that. But I didn't mind the promo. I thought it was pretty good and everything for the King's Court. Next thing you know, the OC, of course, we're talking about the house that AJ Styles built. They then went to the Firefly Funhouse then. And they went to my homeboy right there, the Rambling Rabbit, the best guy part of that whole thing. That's that puppet, man. He is that dude. I don't know why, but he is back alive again, and that puppet is great. All right, I like that puppet for some reason. and talked about he's Bray Wyatt's biggest fan and everything. And he flies through the air like a honeybee, Finn Balor, and he does extraordinary things. But he said, Finn, you're making a huge mistake though, man. Listen, the Fiend has been unleashed, alright? You don't understand what goes on in this funhouse, man. You don't know what this really is. Next thing you know, he had to get out of Dodge. Bray Wyatt showed up looking for him. He couldn't find him, so he looked in the camera and said, let me in. So, at least we got a good little quick fly segment from this. Excuse me. Finn Balor did win against Dolph Ziggler. Was it Balor hurt? I swear I heard that long ago. It's not much to say from this match, really, other than, the lights going out. And, Bray Wyatt showed at the top of the stage. It was really dark. And he had the mask on when the lights came back on. Ziggler hit a super kick and won the match. So, a lot of this match through the commercial anyway. So, it wasn't really that much of anything. So, this was just to build Balor and Wyatt for SummerSlam. Nakamura came out. Once again, Wyatt's the champion coming out first. And barely had a televised entrance to go against Mustafa Ali. Which I always thought he looked like the Bumblebee from the Transformers and stuff. Listen, I don't know what happened on that Smackdown show last Saturday. I heard Ali was the replacement for him. I didn't watch it. I didn't really think I needed to. And, this match wasn't really much to talk about. It was alright. But it ended up with Nakamura tried to go for the Kinshasa several times, and Ali rolled him up. So yes, the champion once again getting pinned on TV, which I'm sure automatically gives Mustafa Ali another title shot, which he already lost last Saturday though. But hey, he gets to face him in a non-title match and get a title shot, which will most likely happen at SummerSlam. So don't be surprised if you see Mustafa Ali versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam. Does the champion need to be losing on TV? No, but this is how they do things, okay? They then went to one of the best things tonight, the Randy Orton Inside the Mind of Viper video thing. They had to sit there and interview with him. Pretty much talk about what happened back in 2009 and everything, as Orton was talking about it. And, from the thing in Madison Square Garden and the infamous RKO he did in 2009 in line when he said, stupid, stupid, stupid. Because if you do not remember that, it's good storytelling, though, from 10 years ago, that, if you remember, it was a botched RKO. I don't know why he said this to me, too, because I remember the clip. It was like a botched RKO, and Orton did another one, and, he just was pissed off, and he said, stupid, stupid, and he says, and, Kofi says, I used my influence. Then he says, you damn right I did. And I stood you back down the bottom of the ladder. So then we go to 10 years later. And listen, I created Kofi Kingston's opportunity. I'm the reason why he's the WWE champion. I'm the reason why he made it to WrestleMania. Because if he didn't hurt Mustafa Ali, which you go back and he kicked him in the eye real hard. It looks even worse in slow motion. He would not be the WWE champion right now. So Kofi wants to challenge me in 2019. It's stupid, stupid, stupid. I thought that was a great video package. Probably one of the best things of the night, just to build more into the Kofi and Orton story, making you very interested just looking at their history. So at least there's, like I said, it's a lot of continuity and storytelling behind this. And that's good. And both of them have history. And that infamous stupid, stupid, stupid line that people know if you don't know about it. So, that's from that. The New Day then were cutting a promo talking about AJ Styles. And then, they talk about Orton said that, Orton says he could do this. I like what Big E said, like, what is this gentrified ass talking about, huh? But, New Day said we got all the titles right now. And they talked about AJ. And, this is the house that AJ Styles built. This is the Palace of Positivity. POP. Hold it down. So, there you go from that. But as we got into the main event, there's somebody said what Wood said, like, how y'all the same team, but y'all come out to different music and stuff. AJ Styles and Kofi Kingston, the OC, California. Versus, like I said, with Kofi at the New Day. This was a really great match, didn't off the show, and it should have just been the last part of the show before it went off the air. This was great. I thought Kofi and AJ did great out there, and I love the finish. Of course, the New Day and Yossi ended up, fighting each other to the outside, knocking each other down. I thought it was a deadly Ushi-Goroshi Styles in on Kofi's head. Kofi hit the SOS, but when AJ tried to go for the phenomenal forearm, Kofi hit a Trouble in Paradise in midair, taking out AJ Styles for the pin. 1, 2, 3. So that was a very good match with Kofi and Styles. But then right after, Roman Reigns, I don't know why they couldn't do this early in the show, but given what happened here, they asked to do it here. Roman's supposed to talk about his SummerSlam opponent. He's walking towards the interview where Caleb Braxton is. Next thing you know, the most heavily super edited part of this show, most likely Kevin Dunn, old Bucktooth there, or the Beaver, of course, as people would say. It looked like somebody pushed this large equipment on him, and you can see how edited this is. It looked like you see it falling towards Roman, and it's like he has to lay in position to get perfectly there so it can fall. I'm not saying it was a stunt double there, but so it can fall on him, and then the other crates fall, even though it was only one crate, that one big metal thing that fell on him, stuff, and all the boxes. And then the ENTs are all trying to pull him from the wreck and stuff. It reminds me when someone tried to drop a crate on Austin many years ago, but they pulled Roman out, which they went to check him, but Roman didn't want any medical attention. He said he was okay, and that was the way to close the show. So someone tried to murder Roman Reigns on TV, I guess. I don't know what type of cliffhanger this is going. It's kind of, seems very odd, because what I'm assuming is that he's gonna pick Samoa Joe to face him at SummerSlam. That's what I was gonna assume. After what I saw on Raw last night, I thought it was gonna be Joe, or unless Joe tried to push the crates down, or it could be a surprise from all I know. I thought about it tonight, and I wasn't really sure. But what if it could be Daniel Bryan? Daniel Bryan didn't say nothing, right? What if his career-altering decision is to take out Roman Reigns? I'm just taking a guess on that. I could be right, I could be wrong if it could be Daniel Bryan that did this, but I'm taking a guess right there. But I'm gonna assume Samoa Joe was the one that pushed the crates down or whatever. But you just see how edited it was, and 1 minute the camera goes to crates, and then the camera's on Roman on the ground, he's he's laying in position, and then the whole thing falls, and then they push the other crates down for no reason, which it's not like he even landed on top of him. They landed on the side of him. Only the metal thing fell on him. So what was the point of pushing the other crates if it never did any damage to him, or it didn't even fall on him? Think about that. It didn't even touch him, other than the big metal thing, which, like I said, he laid in perfect position, so he didn't get hit while it landed on him. So I don't know, what is this? Who's trying to murder Roman Reigns now? I don't know where this is going. Seriously. So it's oh, what's the mystery now? What's gonna happen? Can we just give him some opponent now? We have a murder mystery going on for the next 2 weeks till SummerSlam. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be Joe, but I'm sure they're gonna address on Raw, and Joe's gonna say it wasn't me that did it, Roman, or maybe it was, but I'm just taking a guess. So a very bizarre ending from that point in time, just to see who Roman's opponent's gonna be, and then he didn't want any help. He just walked off. So I don't know why they couldn't have done this early in the night, but I guess they want to leave a big cliffhanger and just do the Kofi and AJ Styles match in the end. So, just, I don't know, very, very strange, okay? Kind of strange to me. Well, other than that, I thought Smackdown wasn't bad, though. I thought it was a good show. Once again, it built off to SummerSlam. I did like the Orton sit-down interview. I thought Kofi and Styles was really great. I did enjoy Owens and Drew. I thought they had a pretty good match out there. I don't really give a crap what Ziggler's saying, because it's just all over the place. I don't know why they're giving Bliss wins over the challenger for SummerSlam. Makes no sense to me. Black's promo, where is this going? Well, you know it's going Sami Zayn, but you can tell Sami's already going to lose as it is already. Is there anything else? I don't know why they still got Nakamura losing this in a quick amount of time. But hey, you gotta give Bill Mustafa Ali one way or another. I do like the Wyatt segment. I thought that was pretty good, and the Fun House, so that was enjoyable. I'll give it that. But yeah, other than that, I thought Smackdown was pretty good. It was pretty decent. At least they built more in the SummerSlam, and they had some continuity on some things here and there. Like I said, was it better than Raw in some sort of way? Yes, I thought Raw had its good points too, but they were still bad to it also. SmackDown, same thing, but I think SmackDown wasn't bad. I didn't think it was bad. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good though. But you know, other than that, yeah, that's my review for SmackDown. No, I'm gonna go from here. Comment, subscribe. Tell me what you thought about the show tonight. Is it building up well into SummerSlam? Follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. Because I gotta go from here, and I really need to go check out the rest of the G1. I didn't see. Well, I got through most of the show. I still gotta see the main event. Who's in the main event? Evil and Tanahashi. Yeah, I gotta see that one. Yeah, we're on day 11, folks, of this G1 tournament. Also check out my G1 recap. It's a little quick video, but I just want to take a little quick few thoughts and everything to what I thought about the tournament so far, and who's in the ranking system, and you know who's winning the most matches right now. Also check out my Impact Wrestling review that was posted up too about a day or two ago. So yeah, a lot of videos up right now. All right. But I'm going to go from here. I need to go check out the G1, and I need to go take some pain pills. So, yes, I'm out of here. I will see you guys later. Peace out.